good evening, good afternoon, or good day, depending on where you're at. Hope you're all well. If the volume settings for any one thing are a little bit off, be sure to let me know. I have more buttons to press. So yes, today is definitely an aviator's kind of day. Welcome to RAF Lakenheath, or at the very least, the virtual representation of it. Today we will be flying from RAF Lakenheath in the eastern part of Britain, and we shall be traversing our way up to RAF Valley, and from RAF Valley we shall take on the infamous Mach loop in Wales, and after we pass through the Mach loop, we will be heading to Shannon Airport in Ireland and making a final stop at Donegal. So, yes, dangerous flying today. It's been much awaited by many of you Fireflies out there, because since we got more jets and whatnot, and I've finally gotten the ability to do it because the UK update's up. So, huzzah! So, hope everyone's well. Let's go check out the chat. And I'm going to hit this button. Ooh, that's kind of loud. So, why are you not working? Well, we'll play with that in a minute. So, check the chat. Merlin Flyers here. Hello to you. Hope you're well. Cap at 9. Good to see you. Two-Tone Murphy. Aviators equipped. Oh yeah. Allison Johnson is here. Good to see you. Draco is here. Happy you could be here. Allison Johnson says, I'm going to die. You'll be fine. War Hamster's here. Good evening. I've flown this one once before at Quick Circus. The MB339, you'll get you'll get the hang of it. No worries about that. I'm not sure why this isn't working like it should. Whatever. Draco, I have no idea what's going on. Oh, this is Mach loop. Yeah, I kind of messed up the stream titles, and so I had to fix it in a hurry. I've never done this flight. My goodness, that is loud. Why is... Let's... There we go. Now we got it. We'll play around with it. So, yep. Sim Aviation Erling is here. Good to see you. Happy you can make it. Kingsman 9965 is here. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Kazaki Flyer is in. Hello. Always on the floor. WB 1990 is here. East USA. I believe I'm on the East USA, because hopefully it should be working. See, Drago CD might have a completely different meeting today. Oh dear. Yeah. Crashed a deck. Frozen is here. Good to see you. This worked out. You can remove the HUD in the... Ha. Yep. Yeah, I think they added that in one of the last updates the 339 got. Scotland 737 Max project is in. Good to see you. So yeah. So there's a lot of self-debate on what I was going to be flying today for the Mach loop. It's a lot of good things to choose from. Anywhere from the 339, the Fiat G91, the F-15, the Eurofighter Typhoon. A lot of wonderful options. So I made the decision early this morning to take out the F-15. Because why not? It's the F-15. I almost flew the G91. I'd like to see more of the G91, but I could not do the F-15. We are in the F-15E, which is the Strike Eagle, and is by default the two-seater. We have some missiles equipped in the drop tanks. So the aviators get repositioned for a minute so I can actually see what we're doing. And if you're having trouble, maybe go into your data settings, cycle the multiplayer option on and off. And it seems we have another F-15 waiting for us. So we're going to pop here into the cockpit. We're going to cycle these just because. Do that. Now we hit these buttons. These turn on the avionics. And we should be clear to start. So here's the... Turn those off. While we're waiting for the engine to start, we're going to turn the lights on. Draco is going to be in the citation. It's not a bad option. So engine 1 is started. We click that. Get the other engine started. We set the transponder to 7,000. And there we have it. The engines are started. We go ahead and get the in-tank ramp activated on the port engine. Gonna go ahead and close the old canopy. So, hope everybody is well. Let's get this party started. So, we're going to be taking off on... I believe it's 23. Runway 24. So parking brake is off. Add a little bit of throttle in to get rolling. We are running few clouds at just about 8 in the morning. Ben McClure is in. Good to see you. So we're going to make our way to runway 24, which isn't that far away. That is correct, Ben. We are in the F-15E Strike Eagle for our venture towards the Mach loop. So this is a freeware scenery add-on that actually is quite nice. It even includes the gate, the access gate. Yep, you'll be fine with the Alpha Jet. 6 knots. Don't worry about that. Murph, you're absolutely 100% correct. This is going to be very dangerous, as we have at least 4 MB339s here waiting on the threshold. Yeah, no, that's 4. I can count. Plus a Bonanza, which might be a livery I don't have. No worries. The best way to learn is practice. I think we have a G91 providing CAS, or close air support. So, flaps come down for takeoff. Lights come on. I feel the need for speed. Yes, Eagles. So we're gonna get rolling. Flaps up, gears up. And we instantly slow down because we don't want to go too terribly fast. Yes, it is, Kong Fury. Welcome to the stream. We're flying in just out of RAF Lakenheath. We're going to head up to RAF Valley. And from there we'll do the Mach loop. Yes, it is, Kong Fury. MSFS 2020. So we'll make another slow right-hand turn. Yes, it is, Kung Fury. You're more than welcome to join in, Sir Boost-A-Lot. We're on the East USA server. So we're just trying to get trimmed out reasonable. Look at that. It is definitely a dangerous. Let's see. Just discovered it does. I think most modern jets do. Even old jets did. Most old jets did. We do have a. It's either a Bonanza or a G91. Isn't that something, though? Cycle your multiplayer settings, Hammy. As Kung Fury is now following on Twitch. Many thanks, my dude. Much appreciated. We'll zoom in a bit. Look at that. Isn't that something? Very good afternoon to you as well, Jepson 2001. We are living dangerously right now. So we have a wing wave from one of the 339s. Cycle your, go into the general settings, data, and cycle your multiplayer setting off. Hit apply and save. Turn it back on, hit apply and save, and then back out and give it a minute. Awesome. No worries, Kingsman. You're here with us in spirit regardless. Good evening, good morning, or wherever you are. Test Pilot 72, glad to have you along. As it seems like I'm Johnny No Mates now. We're going to go ahead and turn off the camera. Because we don't need to see me. Well, if it keeps up, we'll just switch to North Europe. As George X182 is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Very kind of you. So if folks don't show back up here shortly, we'll switch to North Europe and see what happens. Aha! Interesting. So we'll give it some time and see what happens. So until then, we will gladly just enjoy the visuals of the F-15 by DC Designs. As we fly over the lovely country of Britain and try to find the magenta line, as we're a bit north of it. It's just, the UK update's been fantastic. Been, going up and exploring Scotland, of course exploring Ireland. It's just been absolutely fantastic. That is correct. 6 knots. Although we may change to the North Europe server if our friends, our friends don't pop back in. Which I think we're going to do. So switch to North Europe server. No, not that. So we've switched to the North Europe server because who knows? It could also be a matter of their servers are just having a bad day. Aha! Well, that's unfortunate, Amy. On the upside, we haven't made it to the Mach loop itself yet. Dougal McTavish is in. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you swung by, Dougal. Always good to see you and have you around, my friend. Hope you are well and you have a fantastic day or evening, whatever the case may be. Hammy sounding like the Terminator says, I'll be back. There's a low-level route in Scotland called Star Wars Glen. Real name Glen Tilt. Worth flash time. We'll definitely look into it. A month or so back, we did the Star Wars Canyon in the U.S. So Star Wars Glen would be worth a shot as well. So that should get us on course and help us maintain altitude. We're at just over 10,000 feet. You're not really flying a fighter with autopilot. Yeah, you can call it a shame if you want, but for streaming it kind of works. Have quite a bit of things to manage while streaming. Still waiting to see all our friends. I got one friend coming up on the 6 o'clock. As Zombie 313 is now following. Many thanks, my friend. Hope you're well. Oh, we got 2 friends. I can see other people, but nobody I know. Huh. That looked like an G91. Yeah, when you gotta fly a long distance, it's hard to fly a Typhoon. So we've got one of our 339 friends with us. John Mather says he'll join us at Valley. Awesome. That would have been last stream there, 6 knots. Our next stop is Echo Golf Oscar Victor, as Online Gamer 44 is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Hope you enjoy the content. I got lights on another Firefly. I can't get warm with the F-15. That's fair. I'm using the third party, or the community mod for it for right now. They're due to have a big update tomorrow for the F-15. 6 knots. Yeah, don't worry about the description on YouTube. It's way off. That was my bad. Murph is supersonic. Murph really likes the dangerous life. Dangerous Brian's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Here comes the typhoon. Buccaneer jet with rigor. Nice. So our Firefly friends have caught up. There's a F-15. There's another 339. Our friend in the typhoon. A little hitch in the giddy up on the system. We need to increase speed a bit because we're losing speed. Your next step again, it's Echo Golf Oscar Victor, EGOV Valley, or RF Valley. Yep. Almost makes you think of Top Gun. So now we're gaining quite a bit of speed, so I'll throw it back just a hair. Can't wait to see what the update brings for this tomorrow. We took off from Echo Golf Uniform Lima, RAF Lakenheath. We're closest to probably Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. EGNR would be another good spot to take off from. Roger. So we're going faster than the MB339s can handle. So we'll dial it back some more. Toss out the speed brake a little bit. There's the 339. Allison's going for gusto, trying the Typhoon next. Good choice. Yeah. It's even hard to keep it the speed low in the F-15. They're just not designed for sustained low speed flight. I mean, they're designed to go fast, and they're good at it. As Keen Lafford is in, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Shell out the money for the F-15. Which is the next best one in your opinion? I'd say the MB339. The MB339, it's good at being a very basic, learn to fly fighter jets kind of plane. It's modeled well. The Typhoon's nice, but it could use some... It needs a little work, a little spit and polish. The G91 is also really nice. It's a little more difficult to land and take off than the 339 is, but I'd say the systems are modeled on par with the 339, and the visuals are very nice. And the Typhoon is a... it's possible that you have a livery that I do not have. Only 85 days until the Eurovision. That's my number. So if you don't want to show the bucks for the F-15, I would suggest either the 339 or the G91, with preference going to the 339. Cotec Monk, so you can customize your aircraft paint job. Yes. People make liveries for each plane. There's many for the F-15. There's many for the MB339. Quick though, no, it's not built into the sim at all. It's something you have to do in an external program or a couple of external programs. Yeah, did somebody zoom up and over? So yeah, if you don't see someone's, if you have the aircraft and you see it as a generic, chances are it's a different livery. There is no Tomcat available as of yet for MSFS. As soon as there is, though, I will. Because Tomcats. I know that DC Designs is working on the F-14D Super Tomcat, but it's a ways down the road yet. Interesting. I'm not sure, Merlin Flyer. Are you on the latest version by chance? I may have also deleted some of them just because... okay. I may have to do some digging. Because there's a pack on FlightSim.to of a bunch of Luftwaffe liveries, and I got it, but I don't know. Oh, Dangerous Bride forgot to download the 309. Oops. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator from 2020. Not a problem. Many thanks for the follow there, Chaotic. Chaotic Monk. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoy the content. We even have an Alpha Jet. Nice. So we have a nice variety of jets coming in for the flight. Some F-15s, some Eurofighters, MB-339s, some Typhoons. And I swear I've seen the G91. So we're getting close to... Hello. So we're getting relatively close to RAF Valley. So we're going to get in the old cockpit. Gonna turn off the AP. Gonna throw down the throttle a little bit. Oh dear. It did not like that at all. Tally ho, lads. Ooh, that was rough. Oh dear. That glare though. So I'll do my best to get down first so that I can record the landings. Might as well do some low flying now before we get to the Mach loop itself. Is there any game that is flight simulator that does dogfights? IL-2 Sturmovik, DCS World. They both have dogfighting. Beautiful scenery. Aha! Goblins caught us. Deca, 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 deca. Oh, that glare. Goblins in the F-15E as well. Awesome. How about a victory roll? Ha, there is another F-15. So we'll overfly the airfield, get a look at the runways. We'll try not to get it confused with the nearby airport. Being overtaken by a Finanza Mach 1. There's a Eurofighter. There's a solar farm. So we're going to gain some altitude so we can get a better look at the airfield. There's our runway. So we'll be landing on the reciprocal of 1-3, which I believe is 3-1. Curse is here. Hello to you as well. So we're going to toss down the gear and the flaps. Bring in the speed brake. I bought it on justflight.com. Is the DC Designs F-15E. So we have the runway in sight. We need to get aligned a little better. I believe it is $40 US. You get the C, the D, the E, and the I models, and a handful of liveries to boot. So we're making our way in, feet ready on the pedals, compensating for wind. Speed brake out. Oh, that was a little rough. But we're down. So we'll get her woed up. Taxi off to the side here once we get her woed up. Oh, there we go. So we're down. Parking brake is set. Going to get in there. Name tags on. Traffic. Name tags. There's Alley Cats down. I'm sure the landing was phenomenal. Oh wow, there's a lot of folks. There's an F-15 and a 3... There's a Typhoon. So, runway 31 open for landings. There's the shadow of an F-15. There's an F-15 and a 339. Drew Zeus is down. So is Bronco and HCBR. There's Epic Fool and Cap at 9. It's all good, Kingsman. This won't be the last time that we do the Mach loop. It is what it is. There's an Alpha Jet. WB 1990 is in, as well as 6 knots. There's Test Pilot 72 and a 339. I'm sure it was fantastic, Allison. The more you do it, the better you'll get. There's Fly Darren in. There's Frozen. Very nice. So once everybody gets in, I will be restarting the old simulator. There's Merlin Flyer. There's Chilled Corky and the one and only Two-Tone Murphy. There's Erling. Let's see, we've got Rob GBR in the vicinity. Whoa, missed one. There's Mahoney. Good to see you, my dude. There's an F-15. There's Tarnish 42. Good to see you. Who else we have coming in? Looks like that's most everybody. Most excellent, everybody. So, we're going to do that. We're going to switch to this. Maybe it'll work. There we go. And we're going to restart the simulator. Just to clear out the old files. Hope everyone enjoyed that first leg. We've got the fun leg coming up next. The Fiat's nice. I mean, systems-wise, it's on par with the 339. Just looks a little different. Yeah, it looks like a bootleg F-86, in my opinion. It has a fair amount of systems without being overly complicated. It looks nice, has a nice amount of liveries and different model variations to it. There should be very good so far there, Azimuth. Good to see you. Watched your video on the USS Mount Hood earlier today, and it's a fantastic video. If you have not watched the Maritime Horrors video or channel on YouTube, be sure to check it out. It's a fantastic channel with great content, giving a little bit of history of infamous shipwrecks of note from all over the world. Yep, it was the Fiat G91 was developed right around the same time as like the F-86 and some other similar jets. USCG Azimuth with the gift of Tier 1 sub to the channel, and with the recipient being Barranco. Many thanks, my dude. You're very generous and kind. I'm humbled and grateful. As Catbat9 has gifted a Tier 1 subscription to Kozaki Flyer. Very nice. Very much appreciated, my dude. And Merlin Flyer, ooh, Catback9 gifted 5 Tier 1 subs, I should say. To Kozaki Flyer, Merlin Flyer, Ken Gralian Anton, DJ Ultimo, and 6 Knots. Many thanks, dude. 2200 and nothing to drink at home. Uh-oh. Roger that. Go make yourself some coffee. You're very generous, Azimuth and Catbat. Many thanks, my dudes. I'm continuously humbled by the community's generosity. Financial support of the channel is not required, but very much appreciated and humbling for sure. Y'all are awesome people. Well, it's much appreciated, my friend. It's been too long since we've seen each other face to face there, Azimuth. We need to rectify that in the coming months. Yeah, Azimuth has been making some fantastic videos over on Maritime Horrors. Between the historical videos analyzing the shipwrecks and the series of Superstitious Sailor, easy for me to say, it's been fantastic. Known Azimuth for a few years now, and yeah, I'm always amazed by the wealth of knowledge that he has and his ability and passion to share history. So his channel is definitely Azimuth. I think I need to do something. Let's see. All do a thinger real quick. Here's that. Step in the right direction. So feel free to wander over to Azimuth's YouTube channel, Maritime Horrors. Give him a watch and a subscribe. Show him some loving for a well-deserved and well-done channel. Okay, so now we can do this. Blue Valley. They are fantastic. And we're gonna get this one because I wasn't having near the issues with this one. Balance. Whoop. Do that. Okay. Flight conditions. Yep, we can do that. Should be good to go, so we're loading back up. Not too kind at all, Azimuth. You deserve every subscribe and bit of shout-outs that you can, or that you get. You make great content, you're a good guy, and I wouldn't promote you if I didn't think that way. Just popped out for a second. Thanks very much. Catback9. At9, welcome to let's see. Metelshi? Hey mate, have a nice stream. Is it honeycomb or Logitech yoke? This is a honeycomb alpha yoke, but I am using my X55 Cytec joystick for this particular flight. But it's a good yoke. I do thoroughly enjoy it. Comes in very handy. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Not a problem. Just loading back up into the simulator. Letting it do its simulator things. No. If you're on YouTube, don't listen to the that at all. The Discord is going to have the correct route. I forgot to do it, if I'm completely honest, before the stream, and so that information is incorrect. So we're at EGOV, and we're heading to EINN via Mach loop. Yeah, the Reach soundtrack is phenomenal. So we're going to go switch me to hopefully that, maybe, please, thank you. So here we are. We've transitioned to the F-16C, or F-15C. Not as many stutters in the cockpit as with the E model. So we're going to go ahead and avionics. We're going to get lights on. And then we're going to do startup. There we are.
Valley Airport Information Uniform 08007. Flight 251 at 24. Visibility.
Sure, parking brake is set.
Sky condition. Few clouds at 1,000 feet. Temperature 15. Dew point 1 tree. Altimeter 29.902. Visual runway tree 1 in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial.
Bronco has cheered a bit. Many thanks, my friend.
Valley Airport Information Uniform 08007. Flight 251 at 2.
So now we'll get engine.
7. Sky condition. Few clouds at 1,000 feet. Temperature 15. Dew point 1 tree. Altimeter 29.902. Visual runway tree 1 in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1. VFR aircraft say direction.
We'll turn that off because we don't need to hear it. So, this is definitely not going to be a direct route because we have to get through the Mach loop. So, if you don't have the flight plan loaded itself, you're going to want to play Follow the Leader. Murph, if you can hear me, you may want to set up position ASAP for the thing we discussed the other night. So we're good to go. Started. We're going to make sure our trim is set. And parking brake released. Don't mind our friend there. As we make our way to El Runwayo, we're gonna do the thing we forgot to do and turn off the name tags. You don't need them. Resume. So, there we go. We got a red arrow, couple red arrows. So, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, going to pass around, please. As we roll on over. We are on North Europe, because East USA was being weird. Excuse me, pardon me. It's funny to look at because you almost think of the MB339 being kind of big, and then you put it next to the F-15, and it's just like, it's not very big at all. So we'll get lined up on the runway. And, oh, look at that. That's awesome. That is phenomenal stuff. That's awesome. Oh, that's legit awesome. All right, let's get this party started. Brakes are on, and you got that right, CL3. So we're keeping her straight on the runway. We're dealing with a bit of a tailwind, but it is what it is. We're up, gear up, flaps up. %, power. That was legit. Is that the Hawk T2? No. There are some Dassault Alpha Jets. There are MB339s. I'm in the F-15. I'm pretty sure there's some Eurofighter Typhoons about. Yeah, no, it's a Red Arrow scheme for the 339. Someone did a phenomenal job putting the Red Arrows scheme on the MB339 airframe. Tally ho, indeed, Kingsman. So it seems most everybody's airborne. Look at that! This is fantastic. I was gonna say phenomenal and fantastic. Fantastic. This is epic. Whoa, there's an Alpha Jet. There's a Typhoon. This is epic, guys and gals. This is amazing. Right, so off we go to the Mach loop. We're gonna rejoin our magenta line because it's gonna make it easier to find the loop, and we're gonna try to keep her low. Looks great, full loaded, ready to rock and roll. Absolutely. Warrant officer, don't go too fast, please. Trying not to. I can't rightly see the HUD right at the moment. Is one of their fixes. I'm roughly 350 and going low. So I'm trying to keep it right about 300. There's an old military saying, locked, cocked, and ready to rock. So we're trying to maintain a reasonable speed. It's really difficult to see. So we're at 320-ish. And one of the improvements that are going to be included in the patch tomorrow is making it easier to see the HUD in extreme light. Nice. So there's 268. Now, do your best to stay behind me for the loop. Because we have a special surprise in store, so it's important to let me go first. There's a Typhoon. It's an F-15 update from DC Designs. They're addressing some bugs and some other changes that needed to be made. There is scheduled for the 3rd of March a sim update. We're not flying fast goblins, so you should be able to catch up. No one saw that. They'll buff out. Why is the gear down? SCX264 is now following over on Twitch. Many thanks, my friend. Hope you enjoy the content. It's basically they're giving the textures of revamp, their new sound system. The release notes are on their Facebook page. I couldn't list them off by memory. But there's some good improvements in store. But one of the more needed ones is, as Azimuth has just cheered 100 bits. Many thanks, my dude. You're a gentleman and a scholar. So we're getting close to our very first turn to the northern part of the loop. So we're keeping on track. We're about to make our first turn. Now, the ideal, you want to be between 250 and 300 knots for this venture. As Murph has reported in position. Excellent. So down just a wee bit. Now, I haven't flown this since the update, so we're all going to see the new stuff right off for the first time. I'm getting blown around a little bit. Yes, as Murph said, we need to be low. So the lower you can go, the cooler it will be. I can definitely see terrain improvements in this area already, and it's phenomenal. You'll pardon the silence as I have a need to concentrate during some of this. Box is in. So after your initial entry, there's a turn to the left before you get to the lake. We're in the territory of ailerons into the wind here in Wales. As Sir Bursalot is now following, many thanks, my dude. So we'll follow this route as we loop around, and we will enter the valley again. It's basically following this river. Look at all of them. This is phenomenal. Ah, the sun. And we have the entrance in sight. And from here, we make our way to Shannon over in the Emerald Isle of beautiful Ireland. Great job, everyone. That was the Mach loop. It was everything that I wanted it to be and more. Yeah, it was, Allison. It was amazing. Hope you had fun flying it as much as it was to watch everyone else in it. That was phenomenal. I could not have been more pleased. Oh, 100%, Allison. I knew what you meant. So we turn on course for Echo India November, also more commonly known as Shannon. And as we fly over the Irish Sea to the Emerald Isle. So many thanks to Hammy and Murph for the things that they'll... Oh dear. My frame suddenly went woo. Ah. Now, 100%. The updated Siri made that everything that I wanted it to be, and it was worth the wait. Just absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, you didn't hit any mountains, so you got that on me. So we're going to decrease speed just a wee bit. Yeah, it'll happen eventually. At the very least, Dangerous Brian also missed the mountains, so that's always good. That was an Alpha Jet. %. Flying an F-15 with the yoke, just it's weird. Awesome to hear, Kozaki. That's fair, Allison. Yeah, I've used both, and for the majority of the flying that I do, the yoke is the right call. But sometimes it's just, you know, you flying a fighter jet with a yoke just seems off. Okay, we're holding altitude decently. Trim up just a bit. We're doing fairly well in trimmed level flight. Very glad that you all could come and join me for the flight. That was everything I wanted it to be. That was phenomenal. That was a fantastic flight. And we seem to be descending, so we're just going to toss it in there. Really glad you all came along for that. That was a lot of fun. Nice. Oh, we got a formation coming up here. Look at all of them. Look at all the fireflies. Isn't that awesome? Thank you all for flying along. This is absolutely epic. I've got the biggest smile on my face right now. Oh, this is amazing. FSR RF Valley was a great site also, I bet. Oh man, there's an F-15. We've got them all, fellas and ladies. This is... Oh... The low and slow of GA will always be my heart, but man, this is fun. Got Alpha Jets, MB339s, Typhoons, F-15s. We are over the Irish Sea right now on our way to Echo India November. Pat 74. We're on our way to Shannon in Ireland. We just went through the Mach loop in epic fashion. Look at all of this. This is nuts. Oh, this is incredible. I hope you are all having as much fun as I am right now, as Wally Shark says hello. Well, hello to you. There's a red arrow. Man, this is so cool. Oh, I'm geeking out over this. This is amazing. Look at all of them. This is phenomenal. Wally Shark was now following over on Twitch. Many thanks, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying the content. I am beside myself with how awesome this is right now. It's just amazing. There's an F-15 coming in. We got inverted flying, keeping up international relations. Look at all of it. Oh, it's so good. This is so cool. This is so good. So many different liveries. Absolutely bonkers. We've got the pan version of the MB339, the tip tank version. I'm sure we've got an F-15E, we've got the F-15C, we've seen the Typhoon, there's a G91 out there. This is just epic. This is how you have in-flight entertainment over a sea. Look at all of them. This is amazing. Oh, it's so good. Mr. Flying though, it's alright. The VOD will be available for a little while on Twitch after the stream, and it will also be stored on the YouTube. So YouTube/C/Coalfork85. You'll be able to catch the replay. It was phenomenal. Just epic stuff. I'm I'm still beside myself with how good that was. That was just nuts. So we're gonna go ahead and just hide me because this is all you need to see. This is the Fireflies are where it's at. Absolutely nuts. This is just epic stuff. You know, over in the Fireflies on Two-Tone Murphy's channel, we are organizing our own demonstration team using things like the Cap 10, the 339, and it's just, this is just phenomenal stuff. So we need to turn ever so slightly to the right. This is just absolutely nuts, y'all. Look at that. Just look at them all. They all shifted. That gray livery looks amazing. This is just epic, guys. Fireflies, you never cease to amaze me with your skill, your tenacity. You're just phenomenal. Minor system hiccup, no worries. Look at that. That's so cool. Land in sight. The Emerald Isle is there. This is phenomenal. I say, guys, in kind of just an all-encompassing term. I definitely mean no offense. It's just I'm flabbergasted at just this has just been epic. This is just phenomenal stuff. Y'all never, I mean, the sim itself never ceases to amaze me, but all you Fireflies are just phenomenal and just blow me away with your amazing talent and abilities, your generosity. It's just amazing stuff. So we're starting to get close to the magenta line, so we're turning to the left a little bit to turn on course. Where'd he go? Where'd who go? Y'all are awesome flyers. Glad to be counted among you. That's a good look at that paint scheme. Look at the red arrows. Isn't that cool? This is just so good. So we're over land now. Shouldn't be too terribly long until we reach Shannon. And if by chance you're flying and you see yourself on the stream as a generic, feel free to shoot me the livery that you're flying so that I may install it, so that in the future when we do these kind of flights I'll be able to see it. We just flew over your house. Nice. I hope it wasn't too loud. So we're on a heavy right or a heavy left formation. Hey, over from Part Welsh's stream, his friend Johnny was the lad in the air buzzer motor. Ha! Well, welcome to the stream from Part Welsh's. Happy to have you. Hope you're enjoying it. We're here with the Fireflies. We've just reached Ireland after doing the Mach loop. We're on our way to Shannon Airport, Echo India, November. And it's been absolutely nuts. Look at that. It's so good. Let's straighten out a little bit. This is just so good. Just don't break it. As Chili Ronnie has just followed, as well as Pat74. Many thanks to the both of you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Hope you enjoy the stream and the content. Very glad to have you along. We're flying here with the Fireflies over Ireland. Just look at that. Don't forget to drink some water or some coffee or some tea. Pop does not count. It's absolutely stupendous. That makes videos about the ship sunk outside Ireland. 100%, dude. I'm sure that our Irish friends could provide some information to help you out. I know that, I know people that know people. So I'm sure we can work something out to help you along with those videos, because those would be fantastic. Look at it. Look, I can't get over this group. This is just phenomenal. Just absolutely stellar. So we're just north of Waterford. I say just north in the sense of we're almost due north. Aha! Q is now following. Many thanks for the follow. I hope you enjoy the content. As we inch our way closer and closer to Shannon. We are over Ireland. If you join in at, I think the nearest reasonable airport would be Echo India Whiskey Foxtrot. Oh no! 6 knots crashed into the sea. So Echo India Whiskey Foxtrot should be the nearest big airport to join us. We're on our way to Echo India November, Shannon, on the North Europe server. So many 339s. Yeah, Chili Ron, it's amazing. So everybody do a wing wave for those watching at home. This is just nuts. We've got 339s, F-15s, Typhoons, even a G91 somewhere. This is just epic stuff. The only way that this could get any better is to do it in VR, but I couldn't stream it if we did. This is just absolutely unbelievable. This is just incredible. Ooh, we're descending. We're almost to Shannon now. As much as I hate to take our eyes off of the Fireflies for a minute, that bloody sun. Just everybody's doing a phenomenal job, and I cannot commend you all enough. So when we get to Shannon, I'll get down first so that I can record everyone's landings. North Europe, Q. In the north. Awesome. So I'll do my best to get down first so that I can record the landings. Then I'll restart the sim. And from there, we're going to make our way to Echo India Delta Lima, Donegal. It's alright, Chili Ron. Look at all those. I'm still just flabbergasted by the whole thing. Runway 24. Brian? Ooh, we had an Royal Canadian Air Force livery. Lee 129086 followed on Twitch. Many thanks, my dude. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying the content. Many thanks for the follow. We're here flying over Ireland. We just went through the Mach loop after flying from RAF Lakenheath up to RAF Valley. From RAF Valley, we flew through the Mach loop and are making our way to Shannon Airport, Echo India, November. And from there, we'll be making our way to Donegal. Speed is currently roughly 281 knots indicated. It's absolutely amazing, Maritime Warriors. Alpha Jet, lots of 339s, some F-15s. It's so weird that the Alpha Jet sounds like a 320. So we're getting real close to Shannon. So it's time to get in the cockpit, get prepared, turn on the face cam for dramatic effect. The Alpha Jet has the French aerobatic livery. I have this on the MB, not tonight. Ha! So we're going to slowly reduce power. We're going to start maneuvering because we have to work on our approach to Shannon. So we now have a moving target as far as the flight lead. Two-tone Murphy livery. Nice. It's a fantastic livery for sure. The 339 does look fantastic in Irish Air Corps colors, as I can't see. Thank you, Mirror. Isn't that wonderful? Oh dear. I can't deal with that. So we'll hit the brakes a little bit, slow down. Oh, that darn mirror. So we have to start our approach this early just because of the speeds we're doing. Look at all the lights. So we should see Shannon here soon. There goes the Alpha Jet. So Shannon should be due directly ahead. Runway heading is 240 degrees, so we're a little off that, which is okay. That'll set us up, should set us up nicely for the approach. It's a plenty long runway, so we'll have ample space for it. Let's see. Just keeping an eye to visually see the runway. Hit the brakes a little bit more. Want to get closer to 250. Okay, we've got the runway in sight. We're going to increase the throttle, get the speed brake out though. Okay, flaps and gear coming down, speed brake coming out. There's our outer marker of the ILS system. Add a little bit of speed to keep from stalling. About lined up on the runway. Here's the runway. We're lined up. Trying to stay nice and steady. We're a little low on the glide slope, but that's okay. Gonna be okay. We've got this. There's a nice flyby. Nice. There's Group B. So we lower throttle towards idle. Speed brake out. Ooh, much better landing. That was a lot better of a landing than RAF Valley. So we're going to start manual braking now. We're going to pull off to the side here. Oh, turned it a little too fast. So, get here. Turn on the name tags. Traffic. Name tags on. Apply and save. Go back. Resume. And speed. So there's Max on the runway. Cap at 9 is in. I know I missed at least one person's landing, so I apologize for that. Dangerous landings on runway 24 are approved. We'll go ahead and hide my face because we don't need to see that anymore. So the runway is now open for landing. Ooh, there's a G91. Kozaki's in. Oh no. Chilled Corky's in. There's Allie. Nice job, Allison. Fantastic. 6 knots is in the Alpha Jet. It's alright, Kozaki. Everybody gets a mulligan. There's Dangerous Brian. Well done, sir. There's Russ in the G91. Assassin Knoxslayer. Bit wobbly. That's alright, Allison. There's an inverted fly past by Glizzy Goblin. Colton Karts is in. Good to see you. Hello. There's Druid Zeus or Goblin. Nicely done. So this is a generic freeware add-on airport for Shannon as Merlin Flyer is in. There's Tortuga. Good to see you, my friend. Should be my last night. Early start tomorrow. We'll watch this. Well, glad to have you along, Allison. Glad you got a little bit of experience in the old jets. You did phenomenally. And we'll catch you tomorrow and on the Discord. You get some rest. We'll catch you. We'll gladly have you along for the rest of the flight, even if you aren't flying. Now, I wonder if some of the phenomenal format as two F-15s come in of Growly and Mahoney. But I wonder if some of those talented formation flyers can land in formation as Badip comes in. There's a citation. Sean Legoman, glad to have you along. There's Glizzy again. Sounds like an Alpha Jet, and it is. 6 knots is in. Nice job. Touch and go. Oh, we got quite a few coming in. There's Erling. Oh, Lord. They're all coming in. Spongy, Test Pilot, War Hamster, HCBR, and Frozen. There's WB 1990. There's an F-15I of Oki. Nice job by everyone. This is amazing. Fly Darren's coming in. Nicely done. Nicely done. So I'm going to go ahead and restart the sim as we get a look at the current group. Look at all of them. That's phenomenal, guys. All right. We'll switch to this screen. I'm going to go ahead and mute the old sim, restart it, and we'll get on our final leg from Shannon to Donegal. Time for the scratcher. Thanks for the... Glad you enjoyed it, John. Glad to have you along. Goblin's got to work tomorrow. Fantastic ride. Would not miss for anything. Glad you enjoyed it. Glad to have you along. It's far exceeded my expectations of how it would go, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. So we let it sit for half a second. Do want to thank you all for coming along. Now, if you'll notice here, we're still planning a Fireflies meetup in Oshkosh, Wisconsin in the US of A at EAA's AirVenture. Hoping that the world gets back to some semblance of normal by then. It'd be fantastic to meet everyone. It really was, Allison. Absolutely, Goblin. We'll catch you. We look forward to seeing you again. It's all right. I'm sure that we'll... Oh, we're not done yet, Azimuth. We've got one more leg to go. Oh, yeah. We're just restarting the simulator. Yeah, it's no worries, Mahoney. It's just... Well, we're sure to have some sort of get-together in Europe. But the EAA AirVenture is kind of the world center of aviation, so it's kind of the big deal. I'm more than certain that there will be get-togethers in Europe. My wrist has been itchy the last couple of days, and I don't know why. Let's see, or on highs here. 100%. I'm by no means a star. I'm just a simple person having a blast and sharing it with friends. And I wouldn't trade that for the world. Because it's been an awesome ride. I've met some phenomenal people. And it's just been amazing. You know, the way the sim has gotten people together is just unreal. And it happened right at the right time. So it all worked out phenomenally, if you ask me. Fair enough. So we're waiting for the old simulator to fire back up, load back in, so we can load up at Shannon. Yep, we're loading in at EINN. We will be flying to EIDL, which is Donegal. Just waiting on the old simulator to load. Thinking about it. So we'll do. There we go. I do provide flight plans on my Discord server, which do help out quite a bit. So Shannon to Donegal. We want figure out we want ramp 3. There. Balance. Do. There. Do. Closer to there. We'll call it there. That's good. Load in. So we're almost loaded back in. Almost there. There we are. Alright, so ready to fly. So we should have sound. There we go. Alright, so that to cycle these. That parking brake unengaged. Those are on. Nav lights are on. Formation lights are on. Activate that, flip that, flip that. Make sure that we're squawking 7,000. do. There's the other engine spooling up. Flip that, activate that, activate that. And here we are on the ramp. So, you can finally go back to here. Taxi brake. Ah! Parking brake, rather. Released. Add a little bit of throttle to start rolling. So if you make your way to a runway 24, we'll go ahead and get rolling. Nice longitude, my friend. So we're lined up, ready to go. I think everybody's just taking off from the opposite center, which is fine. So we're gonna make sure that our settings are right, and we'll get right off to takeoff. Up, flaps up, gear up, roll back to 50. So we'll fly around the airfield for a moment while everybody gets airborne. It's been fantastic flying with everyone tonight, as it is every other night. And it occurs to me I forgot to turn the name tags off again, so we're going to do that real fast. Traffic, off, fly. They really need a toggle button for that. There we go. So do one more orbit of the field while everyone gets up and away. Alright, we're going to tighten this turn up a bit. Got some fireflies there. Which is the F-15 by DC Designs. Available at justflight.com. Due to have a substantial update tomorrow. I know they're reworking textures, new sound system, among other things, and fixes and so on. Trying to keep it slow-ish for folks, best as I can, so bear with me. Indicating just over 300 at the moment. So we'll go ahead and hide me for now. Been phenomenal flight, guys. All of you. I have great appreciation for all those who flew. Pardon me. Getting choked up. For all of you that are just lurking in the background, those flying along, and those just in the chat, I thank each and every one of you for coming along. It's been phenomenal. It's just this trip has been more. It's just been phenomenal. It's just it went better than I expected. Much bigger crowd than I was expecting, if I'm honest. It's just been phenomenal. As Nighty Night Owl is now following over on Twitch. Many thanks, Nighty Night Owl. I recognize your name from the Murph streams. There's a nice formation going down there. Oh, I cannot wait for that, Hammy. I'm the only reason why I'm thrilled for the end of the stream is to see the video. It's gonna be phenomenal. I'm over the moon. I'm just over the moon with how well it's gone. It's far exceeded any expectation I had, and I could not be any happier with it. I probably will get happier about some other things, but it's been phenomenal. Ooh, Tomcat. I believe that's Mahoney. But it's just absolutely phenomenal to have everyone along. You know, Allison learning the ways of the jet. You know, we've got Alpha Jets, we've got F-15s, we've got MB-339s, we've had Typhoons, we've had a G-91. It's just been epic. It's just, I mean, it's nuts. I I tempered my expectations simply because, ooh, Tomcat. You know, I like to be realistic, and it's been absolutely. Jets are a hard thing to do. It's jets are a finicky thing because we have a lovely community with the Fireflies and Two-Tone Murphy, where GA is the way, but every now and then it's nice to let loose and go fast and be dangerous and have fun. And look at this epic formation. This is nuts. Oh my goodness. But it's just been absolutely fantastic. Tomcat. And so it's just incredible. And I want to thank everybody for participating. Oh dear. System lag. It's just been awesome. Yeah. Yeah, we did that at the very start. East USA just, it worked for a minute and then it didn't. Which was unfortunate. This is just nuts. So, when we get to Donegal, we're going to fly north a bit, turn south, and land on that runway. Tomcats, yep. So, we go to here. So, plan on runway 21 for landing at Donegal. I see a Tomcat. And before anyone asks, it's an FSX conversion, so it's not officially available out, but still Tomcat. One of the most iconic fighter jets of all time. If there ever was a jet that just said America, it was probably the F-14. Although the F-15 is not far behind that sentiment, but it's just having everyone along has been phenomenal. The flying has been fantastic. Everybody's scattering. I mean, it to be honest, it looked fantastic before, but with the update, it's even better. So we're gonna turn right a little bit, recatch that magenta line. Seem to have wandered from it a bit. Not that that's a problem. Look at that. Look at the lighting. It's just nuts. This is it's just been absolutely fantastic. I mean, I cannot express enough how awesome this has been. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to it, and to be able to do it with a group is just amazing. You know, flight as frustrating as flight sim can be, and man, it can be downright infuriating at times with crashed desktops and so on, but the experience that it provides us with is just uncanny. F-15 easier to fly than Eurofighter? I would say so. Especially if you use the community tweaking mod. At least until tomorrow's update. There's some pretty big changes in store for the F-15 with the big update tomorrow, so we'll see how it compares. But so far, between the community mod and the F-15, it's in my opinion, it's a little easier to fly and handle than the Eurofighter is. As Naughty Gnome is now following, many thanks, my dude. This has just been absolutely epic. I can't thank you all enough for the company, for the fun, for the laughs, for the crack. It's been amazing. Not sure you weren't already. Well, you fixed it anyway, so it all works out in the end. Yeah, we've got a fantastic community here, and it's awesome. So thank you all, and to all the new people from today. Many thanks for coming along, seeing what it's about, having some fun, seeing some of the dangerous flying. What is that? That was a Tomcat hitting Mach. EGUL-EGOV-EINN-EIDL is now following. Many thanks. We are on our way to Echo India Delta Lima EIDL Donegal. Whoops. I mean, for the guy's first attempt at an aircraft, I'll give him the benefit of learning. It's not terrible, and for the price, I can't be too upset with it. But there are definite improvements to be made. I know somebody else is working on another Typhoon. Oh yeah. I mean, just picture all these landing at Donegal. It's going to be insane. I mean, anyone that would see this on the radar would be starting to question, okay, what's going on? It'd be DEFCON 4. High DEFCON levels of what's going on. but it's been phenomenal fun. And I just want to make sure that you all know how thankful I am that you've come along and have joined me on this adventure. Whoopsie doodle. System lag. Just loading in new scenery. Hadn't been there. But, you know, it's been a blast, an absolute pleasure and a blast. You know, the crack is real. You know, crack meaning fun for our American friends. So it's spelled C-R-A-I-C, Tomcat. Sim's chugging just a little bit as we load in some scenery. You're all good, Allison, no worries. It is, I recognize it being a work day tomorrow, and especially those of you in Europe have an earlier start than those of us here in the States. Just because those pesky time zones. Dear, I wonder what's going on. So I believe we just passed over Mach. Soon we'll be flying over Sligo. And it's not that much further to Donegal. This has just been an absolute blast. You know, giving the F-15 some loving on the stream. It's kind of been an MO of mine to showcase things that don't get enough, that I don't think necessarily get enough screen time, as it were. Like the L-19, the Long E's, the Cessna 182. Ooh. We got a group flying in. Well, most of a group. Tomcat in UK airspace, what a sight to see. There's another Eagle. Ooh, and it's a C model. Nice job, guys. Diamond formation. With a trail. Absolutely spectacular. Spectacular words. Do a barrel roll. Okay, barrel roll. So nice, I'll do it twice. So I believe we've just passed over Sligo. Could be very wrong. That looked like a U.S. Navy painted MB339. Could have been wrong. Could have just been the light reflecting. Oh, they're coming in. So the official Two-Tone Murphy Fireflies demonstration team is looking for a name. You can head over to twotonemurphy.com to cast a vote. My personal favorite is the Gray Pigeons, but there are a load of fantastic names to choose from. How can you fly before getting a boon scrambled? Well, as low as we can to scrape the ground. We should have a typhoon somewhere in the air already. Besides, we're flying over our NATO allies, or at least we were in the UK. I'm not sure that Ireland is technically a part of NATO, but they are part of the UN. They're more of a neutral country, Ireland. The Republic of Ireland. Look at all of them coming in. Tomcats. Can I have a look on the interior? Absolutely. So this is the C model. The D model and the E models have slightly different. There should be a prompt somewhere for the voting. I'm not entirely certain right off the bat. If Two-Tone Murphy is in the chat, if you could throw in a link, that would be phenomenal. So yeah, the interior is pretty basic. You know, you got your steam gauges here with the CE model. Your mirrors basically work, which is really distracting sometimes. RF does QRA for Ireland. Aha! The poll for the naming of the Fireflies demonstration team. My personal favorite is the Gray Pigeons. But it's been absolutely epic, this flight. There's the link for the poll. There should be a prompt for it. Oh no, Kazaki with a CTD. I'm so terribly sorry. I feel your pain. Tomcat. This is just epic. Look at that. We'll definitely need an official Gray Pigeons or whatever the name is decided upon for the 339 in both the pan and tip tank version. Once the name is decided, we can make the paint scheme match. There's a lovely lot of works for such as the Cap 10. I'm sure there is. I don't know of any specifically, but I would imagine somebody is somewhere. But I couldn't say it specifically at this point. Look at the brakes. So we'll look forward as we're almost over Donegal. The area here is just fantastic. We see Donegal right here. There's their airport. Remember, runway 21. You take it easy, Welly Shark. Glad to have you along. Hope you have a nice, restful sleep, and we'll catch you next time. So, we're going to get in the old cockpit. There's a Tomcat. Look at that. Look at that. That's just epic. So, we're going to go ahead and reduce throttle as we prepare for landing. Remember, runway 21, we're going to fly past to the north, turn around, and land on runway 21. Let's see, I turned off rolling cache and deleted it. Haven't had any issues since. Before that, it was one every hour at least. Yeah, I've had a similar issue. I have rolling cache off. I'm not sure if I've deleted it or not, but that may be something I do next to at least help with the stutters. But thankfully, you know, knock on wood, things stay the way they've been, which has been nice and stable. So there's Donegal with a nice beachfront and lots of rocks. We'll fly north, we'll slow down, and we're going to land on runway 21. So we're at 375 knots. We need to drop that quite a bit. So no, flaps and gear down. Add some throttle in so as to not stall. Runway is in sight. And camera on for traumatic effect. We have the runway. Ooh, what a song to start playing. So we're managing throttle, a little bit of trim. Absolutely. That was probably about as good as landing at Shannon. Hate to run over you, but sorry. Could have been... Let's just say we can walk away from it without a huge repair bill. So we'll keep her slow. Speed brake comes in. We'll park it there. Parking brake engaged. Camera engaged. Oh, wait. General settings. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Resume. Whee! Welcome to Donegal. A finely handcrafted airfield here in Microsoft Flight Simulator as I hide me. There's WB 1990. In a 339. And go around. Hope your gear's down, my friend. Test Pilot 72. There's Spongy B. A little bit of a bounce, but nice. Sounds like an Alpha Jet. There it is. Ooh, Tomcat in. Irish Flyer 2. 6 knots. Warhamster. Epic Fool. HCBR. Frozen in 339s. Irish Flyer went for style points in the Tomcat. Here's Merlin Flyer and Cap at 9. And 100%, if you've seen your aircraft and it's showing up as generic, toss me a delivery. There's Raleigh and an F-15. That way, when we do future jet streams, you can see your aircraft and I can see your aircraft. There's a 339 of Dangerous Brian. Nice approach, my friend. Touchdown. Nicely done. There's Quasi Archer. There's Bodip. There's a Typhoon with of Mahoney. A little high on the approach. Oh dear. Oh dear. Medic. Medic for Mahoney. Draco's in the 172. Crash carts are rolling. I did see the Italian Liberas in the aha. I could tell, Mahoney. Well, we're sending the crash carts out. Headed for bed. Great fun. Some great fun. Glad to have you along. 6 knots. Glad you enjoyed it. Look forward to having more of these. I'd like to do a jet stream like at least once a month because it's a great outlet. Got Sean Legaman and Tortuga coming in, as well as Bodip with a second approach. Just kind of let loose, have some fun with the fast stuff every now and then, but the heart is always good in the GA. Really enjoyed that. Thanks and good night. You have a good night, WB 1990. Do wish you well. We'll catch you on the next one. We've got a couple more coming in. "100% Murph." No, it exceeded any expectation I had. I knew it was going to be fun regardless, but to have so many show up and go through the Mach loop, and it was phenomenal. And to start over on the eastern edge of the UK, make our way northwest a bit, fly through the Mach loop, and end up in northwestern Ireland in roughly 3 hours. That's some good traveling right there. Ken Grawley, glad you enjoyed it. I see what you did there, Frozen, and yes, that's a jet stream. As Sean Legoman brings in the longitude, nicely done, my friend. And there is Tortuga in a 339. Nicely done. So I believe that was our last one. Nope, we got Darg and Badup. So I must say a huge thanks to everyone that came out, flew, or didn't fly, who chatted or lurked, who simply watched the stream. I thank you all. It's been a huge pleasure tonight to share the skies with you all and just have a blast. It's been phenomenal. It exceeded all of my expectations. You all are fantastic. To the new followers, many thanks. The new subscribers and those that gifted subs, huge, humbling, and thank you. And for all the everyone just watching along, many thanks. Hope you all enjoyed it. Miss Beginning will watch the video. Thank you. Good night. You too, Nighty Night Owl. Thank you. Goodness. But thank you all. And until next time, be good to each other. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time. Take care.